Former New York City mayor and billionaire businessman Michael Bloomberg announced he's seeking the Democratic nomination for president. His late entry throws a new twist in a race where the leading contenders, Joe Biden, Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, and Pete Buttigieg, are trying to keep their footing. We get the latest from the campaign trail with Meg Oliver.
Michael Bloomberg joins a crowded field of 17 other Democrats vying to go up against President Trump next November.
And now he's taking on him to rebuild a country and restore faith in the dream that defines us.
The ad, debuting Sunday, promises that under a Bloomberg presidency, the wealthy would pay more taxes and the middle class would get their fair share. Late to enter the race, Bloomberg is rolling out a more than $30 million ad campaign. The former three-term New York City Republican mayor and the founder of the media empire bearing his name has an estimated fortune of some $50 billion. Even before he jumped into the race, Bloomberg's Democratic opponents were raising his wealth as an issue.
Maybe the argument is, hey, I've got more money than the guy in the White House. I don't think they're going to buy that.
We do not believe that billionaires have the right to buy elections.
Aides say Bloomberg will fund his own campaign and does not plan to accept contributions. And they say if he wins the White House, he would not take a salary. But Bloomberg faces some obstacles, including sexist comments he's allegedly made about women. Last Sunday, he apologized to a predominantly African-American congregation for defending controversial stop-and-frisk policing when he was mayor.
I realized back then I was wrong, and I'm sorry.
At 77, he would be the oldest president to enter the Oval Office. Meg Oliver, CBS News, New York.
Bloomberg enters the race 10 weeks before caucus and primary voting begins, but he will not take part in the first four of the calendar.